In an effort to bring back the Japanese legacy of light, affordable sports cars, Subaru and Toyota teamed up to create a brand new, fun-to-drive sports car. The goal of the joint effort was a focus on the joy of driving, making a vehicle with superior handling and feel. As one of the engineers put it, first the car had to have superb control, and second was that the car had to look cool. Originally, Subaru was only going to provide the engine, but the prototype was such a success that the two companies decided to launch the car together. The result was one car for three brands: the Subaru BRZ, the Scion FRS, and the Toyota GT-86. The cars were universally praised for balancing power with nimble handling. Top Gear's Jeremy Clarkson voted the Toyota GT-86 his 2013 Car of the Year.
Yeah, so there it is. The history behind the Toyota GT-86, aka FRS, whatever you want to call it. I like this car, man. Well, I'm a big Toyota fan, so you guys should already know. So you had to know the Ignorant Gamers, the official Ignorant Gamers GT-86 was coming. So this car kicked my ass to set up. I really had a solid build in mind, and I wanted it to be pretty much a track car, you know, but still fun. And I tuned it. I wanted to tune it a lot more for grip than anything else. But the problem is, this car refuses to lose its spirit. So Toyota built this thing to be fun to drive, which means an ass load of drifting, an ass load of powering over. It's a loose car, and not loose in a bad way. Still tons of control, but it's not my driving style. And if I wanted it to compete, which I do, especially in the A class, it's tough. It really had to be tamed, and to bring a lot of that drifting and power over and down a notch to allow it to be a little more forgiving in competition. And because of that, I had to set this car up like 4 times from the ground, and each time it was like a frustrating ordeal. When I first set it up, I forgot what it was I had in it. I did an engine swap, and that didn't work out too well because I couldn't get the power. I couldn't keep the power on the ground. Like, anytime it hit the power curve, it would break traction. So I tried a different engine with a much smoother power curve, and that was a little better. And then I turbocharged that, and that was pretty much the same problem. At about 5,000 RPM, it was just unmanageable. It was fast as shit though. So then I rebuilt it like the 4th time, and I put some turbo on there, but I left the stock engine, and it was okay, but I still felt like it didn't have enough oomph. So the 4th time around, I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go for all NA. So I started the build from the ground up with naturally aspirated in mind, and then I ran into an issue where I was topping out at about, I want to say 650, 654 in the points or whatever. So it was really frustrating. I couldn't really go any further. So something told me, you know what, try the supercharger. So I slapped on a supercharger, give it like I think it's a level 3. And I actually like the way the power kicks in on this. It's much smoother. I'm having a lot of success keeping the power down. Now the thing is, like I said earlier, the car still does not lose its spirit. So it'll still drift if you wanted to. You can still power over, but it's more about, you know, shifting up early. If you start to see me tackle a lot of these in the turns, like if you watch this turn coming up here, notice I never downshift. I just braked and kept it in 4th, and that was really because I wanted the ability to hammer the gas. But the supercharger, it gives you that added power when you're below the power curve, which is really cool. So I think this was the sweet spot, and I really enjoyed the setup. What I don't like about it, like I said, I'm a grip driver. This one's definitely in the middle between grip and drift, so A lot of you guys out there will enjoy the tune a lot more than I do, but it's still a really fun car to drive. But that's the only thing I don't like about it. It requires a lot of your focus. You're not gonna drive this thing easily and be rewarded. It's not too forgiving, so there you have it. But can it compete? Yeah, it can compete. You know, you got to give it some time. God damn it, just ruined everything on that one. I didn't even think I hit him that hard. You got to give it some time to really adjust to how unforgiving the car is, and then you'll start to snap into your driving technique, and you'll enter the corners correctly and get your braking lines right, so on and so forth. But yeah, the tune will be on the marketplace. I wish I could say I had a lot of fun tuning this shit, but this car is frustrating as hell for me to tune. But it's a big reward in the end. I really like the way it handles. And if you guys are wondering why I don't have the Forza bumper or the wing, was I wanted the speed. So there's some tracks like Road Atlanta, Road America, and some of the high-speed tracks like Spa. I didn't want to sacrifice that speed, and yes, if I'd have put the Forza wing on there, I would have been able to really get more aggressive in terms of eliminating that power sliding and that drifting. But that takes away from the speed. So I felt like, you know what, if you just drive the car carefully, if you just concentrate, it's a very rewarding build. Like, look how those numbers climb right there. This thing's an animal, man. I'm in love with it. Check out the tune on the marketplace. I'll put it up there for you guys. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think should be the next official IGZ build, and we'll get right on it. It's your boy Uncle Rizza. I'm out, man. Peace.